Amikaze was overly surprised.
テレビってこんな薄いのが？はい。
Amikaze walked around the TV curiously. She tried to find a power switch with her finger but pulled back. This was interesting, as if I was watching a puppy that faced something unusual.
天風さんってなんか変わってるね。テレビにびっくりしたり。
Well, she moved here from an undeveloped country, so she's curious about everything.
へえ、夏ちゃんって外国から来たんだ。
You know, she kind of literally lived in a cave, you know?
でも普通に日本語喋れるんだね。
Sure, because she's Japanese. Nanaka grabbed the remote, and with the press of a button, the TV screen flashed on with an idol singing a pop song.
本当に映った。まあテレビですから。こんな技術がこの薄さで。
You know, it really is quite something when you think back of it. It's like, I remember years ago having those freaking TVs that just looked like those old computers, only like a lot bigger, just freaking huge thing. You know, the type of TVs you see in films that just like when they throw it out the window kind of thing, just like huge. Can't do that with a flat screen, can you? It's like, it just doesn't have the same effect for that. Can you imagine that in a movie? It's like, okay, flat screen, smash through the window. Shit, it's too tall, god damn it. I don't know, it kind of just looked like... You know, that would be a pretty odd sight, really. Well, yeah, it seems flat screens are... Well, I've even got a flat screen. I mean, it is weird when you really think about it. I mean, like, it wasn't really all that long ago. I mean, like, I wasn't even alive in the 80s, 70s, or anything like that, but, like, it wasn't really all really that long ago time-wise, really, was it? And you had, like, black and white kind of TVs were the more common ones, and, like, color was kind of a rarity. And nowadays, it's like, we've got, like, flat-screen TVs, probably even touch-screen ones as well, just all kinds of shit like that. Amikaze was stunned by the idol singer on TV in front of her. She was mumbling something, but for her to be surprised that much with a TV of this size, how long would she sleep in that cave? I'm extremely curious now.
ごちそうさま。とっても美味しかったよ。ごちそうさまでした。ごちそうになった。
I went outside to see the three girls off. Oh, it was completely dark. The cold winter air was much colder without the sun.
ずいぶん長居しちゃったね。
It was only a little past 9, but I didn't think it was safe for the girls to walk home alone at night. Maybe I should walk someone home.
天風さんは高台の向こう側だったっけ？桜公園前のバス停からバスに乗る。
Capo and Nanaka lived near the shopping district. That meant Amikaze would be alone until she got to the bus stop. Nanaka and Coco would be together, but they had to walk down a street with almost no foot traffic, so that worried me. But I had to help Yume clean up after dinner too. Our numbers had increased to 6 all of a sudden. What should I do? Help Yume! I guess I'll help Yume clean up after dinner. See ya, be careful going home.
それじゃあまた明日。よしゆきくん、バイバイ。世話になった。
I each waved and headed in the direction of their homes. Let's see. Maybe I'll wash the dishes.
あれ、みんなを送っていかなかったんだ。
Yume was surprised when I got to the kitchen. Well, it's only 9 o'clock, so I think they should be okay. Nanaka and Coco live in the same direction, and Amikaze only has to walk to the bus stop nearby. So I'll help you wash the dishes. I rolled up my sleeves and stood next to Yume. I put drops of dish soap on a sponge and washed the dishes. We didn't really talk as we continued cleaning up, but Yume seemed to be in a good mood as she washed the dishes next to me. These scenes are very brief compared to the other ones, isn't it? It's the same with Otne's one. Good evening. Oh, let me check my time schedule. Well, the walkthrough. Sleeping. I could hear the sparrows outside my window. My alarm clock hasn't gone off yet, therefore I do not have to get up. Does that mean I can still stay in bed? The worst thing about winter mornings was the sharp coldness when I got out of my bed. I still had 5 more minutes, no, maybe 10 more minutes. When the time comes, I'll bounce from my bed like a bullet. So, just a bit longer. Should I get up now? He hasn't even realized how late it is. I wonder what time it is now. The hands on my clock haven't moved at all. I dozed off for at least 5 minutes. Wait! Has my clock stopped? Shit, I better get ready. I tossed my coat on and left in a hurry. But... As soon as I got through the front door, I stepped on my untied shoelaces and fell forward. You know, can you imagine someone that actually has a kind of scream like that? Whenever they slip or anything, they go, "Ah! Damn, what a morning!" Yume appeared to be in a rush as I was tying my shoelaces. Yume, did you oversleep too? Then I fell asleep, you know, face planted into the food, and woke up about 5 minutes later and it's like, oh shit! As she spoke, she swirled her hair with her fingertip. She couldn't even look at me in the eyes. I knew she'd overslept for sure. Nothing. By the way, shouldn't we hurry up? We'll be late otherwise. Oh man, that could be taken the wrong way, that's with just the voice alone there. Moron, we don't have a minute, no, even a second to waste, just a little more. Here, give me your bag. We barely made it. Geez, she's batting like freaking crazy. Yume sat down outside the entryway while huffing and puffing. Oh, hell, those voices. How dare they say whatever they feel like saying. Now it's just like, going to polite, not polite, sophisticated, smart, well-behaved, and just absolute genius and all just great overall student mode. Hey, what's with the best behavior? Wait a minute. You're both being totally deceived. I'm not the one who's good for nothing. Yume bowed and hurried to her classroom. I bet she has a switch on the back of her head that instantly changes her personality.
子だね。男子に人気あるのわかるの？
After all, they were only seeing what was on the surface, so I realized that this morning.
Yeah.
I don't really give a shit. Do cafeteria. Man, it's so crowded today. Do you think we can find seats? What do you mean it's crowded today? It's always crowded, except we never see a crowd because they're not in the background.
そのために3人で来たんだから、何が何でも取ってもらわなくちゃ。よしゆきくん、ここが腕の見せ所だよ。良さそうな席見つけたら、座ってる人に難癖つけて追い払って。
How can you say such an evil thing so casually?
せっかく知名度があるんだから、有効に生かさなきゃもったいないじゃん。
Tossing around someone else's name and acting big is what a small-time yakuza would do, Akane.
あら、あそこにいるの、ゆめさんじゃない？あ、ほんとだ、カキ。やっほー、ゆめさん、そこ履いてる？雪村先輩、花咲先輩も、どうしたんですか？実はカクカクしかじかでさ、このままだとね、学食で立食パーティーやらなきゃならなくなっちゃいそうなんだよね。後からこの席にお友達とか来る予定ある？もし、いえ、私一人ですけど。やったー、ラッキー。持つべきものは親切な後輩だよね。めでたく席もキープできたことだし、食券買いに行こっか。
How pushy. Well, since I just watched what was going on, I guess I'm as bad as they are. But I didn't want to eat while standing in the cafeteria.
さて、何にしようかな。きつねうどんはこの間食べたし。
Maybe I'll have omelet rice. When I tried to press a button on the meal ticket machine, an unfamiliar-looking button caught my eyes. Ah, what's this? It says omelet rice for grown-ups. How is it different from regular ones?
兄さん、それはやめた方がいいです。
Yume, have you had this before?
ゆめさん意外と大人だったんだ。お姉さんびっくりしちゃった。最近の子は混ぜてるんだね。違います違います。ただちょっと噂を聞いたことがあるだけで。
What kind of rumor?
それは兄さんには教えられません。
Yume looked away as she turned beet red. What do you mean? If you try to keep it a secret, it'll make me even more curious.
試しに頼んでみたら、百聞は一見にしかずって言うでしょ。
Want to try it, but I've only got 500 yen. If I mess up, I'll have to spend the rest of the afternoon without lunch. I think I'll just get a regular.
大丈夫大丈夫。いろんな意味で美味しいから大丈夫だよ。それに、よしゆきくんがどんなに汚れたって、私は友達やめたりしないからさ。
What do you mean, soiled?
あかね、余計なこと言わないの。
Oh.
あっと、口が滑っちゃった。
Don't fall for it, Yoshiyuki, it's a trap! What did you just mean? Actually, I'm even more confused now.
口の周りが汚れるってことじゃない？食べにくい料理だから。そうそう、クリームソースを使っててね、お口の周りが白い液体でベトベトになっちゃうだけだよ。
Yoshiyuki, if you actually believe this shit, then, well, you're gonna be spending a lot of time taking a shit by the sound of it.
とにかく早く食券を買いなさいよ。まずくないことだけは保証するから。ほんと。それに、1日1銭しか販売されない特別メニューなんだよ。男なら、ここはやっぱり挑戦しなきゃ。
The two of them tried to convince me. You aren't trying to deceive me, are you? Oh, you think these two who like to deceive people a lot and just... Oh, it couldn't possibly. Oh no.
人聞き悪いな。今まで私たちが義行を貶めたことなんてあった？
Many, many times. I've lost count of how many times you've done that.
さあ、早くボタンを押して。後がつかえちゃってるんだから。
Akane took my arm and tried to force me to buy the ticket. Wait a minute, I haven't decided to buy it yet. Jeez, look at how they're behaving. Horribly. I didn't know what omelet rice for grown-ups was exactly, but I knew it was something I shouldn't have anything to do with. It was something that could even be lethal in the worst-case scenario. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been recommending it so persistently.
ちょっと、暴れないで。あかね、そっちの腕を押さえて。おうちょうぎわが悪いよ。よしくん、帰りなさい。
Hey, let me go! I won't let you control me! I'm going to buy a regular omelet rice.
ちょっと、おとなしくしてってば。
I tried to shake off their hands and push the omelet rice button.
せや。
However, Anzu pressed the omelet rice for grown-ups button 1 second before I could get to it. Clank, clank. The sound of the change echoed through the dining hall. Anzu had a victorious smile on her face. She composed herself and took the meal ticket.
あれ？どうなってるの？間違いなく大人のオムライスのボタンを押したはずなのに。
The ticket in Anzu's hand had Jigokodon printed on it. Yume exhaled quietly next to me.
すいません。手が滑っちゃったみたいです。
I guess Yume pressed a button before Anzu did.
なんだ、つまんないの。せっかく義行くんが風見学園史に名を残すチャンスだったのにな。
The tale of Yoshiyuki who destroyed the toilets.
地上類を見ない指揮魔としてね。
What? Just ordering it would make me the most powerful sex maniac in history? Now I'm starting to wonder what more there is to this item. What kind of food is omelet rice for grown-ups? Does it have, like, laxatives in it? Wait, no, not laxatives. Viagra? Or maybe it has both. Maybe that's the thing. It's just like, you will shit all day and you'll have an erection all day as well. It'll be the most uncomfortably most awkward day of your life. Does this mean you may just save me? But why couldn't you pick something better? What's a Jigokodon anyway?
知りません。手が滑ったって言ったじゃないですか。
But Jigokodon is made with habanero, the world's hottest pepper, spicy piece of paste and chili oil, all cooked together for 3 days and 3 nights. It was said that whoever ordered this dish could never stay healthy afterwards. Why'd they even serve this in the cafeteria? So it's not really all that different then. It's still kind of a, crap, why? Even though I didn't want to eat it, there was no way I could spend the rest of the afternoon without lunch. You pathetic soul, Yoshiyuki. I did that shit so many times in school. Well, sort of. Like, I'd go to the vending machine, get a drink, not even drink it, just put it in the bag and drink when I got home. I would not eat a single thing throughout the school day. Once I'd, like, switch schools, like, after primary, just like, after that, I just like, because, you know, I don't like crowds. I'm just like, the cafeteria is just overkill crowds, and I'm just like, I'll just wait till I get home, and I was able to do that, so it boggles my mind how people are like, I can't possibly go a couple of hours without food. It boggles the mind. There's only one thing to do. You may.
何ですか?
If you don't mind, could you trade your Kitsodon ticket with my Jigokodon ticket?
却下です。
It was an immediate reply. Well, what the hell was he expecting?
だいたい 大人のオムライスなんかを頼もうとしたエッチな兄さんが悪いんです。
Come on, man, it wasn't his choice.
それでも食べて反省してください。
Yoshiki always gets the shit stick. Then she walked away angrily.
はい。では皆さん、席についてください。
Should be off screen? Nah, it's on screen. As soon as homeroom began, Tsukunami stood at the podium and spoke. Our homeroom teacher sat in his chair and watched without saying a word. What is he trying to start?
質問は挙手にて受け付ける。
Why is he acting so big? Yes. Well, I raise my hand.
はい、桜井くん。
Tsukunami stressed Kun part. What do you think you're trying to start now?
決まっているではないか。クリスマスパーティーで行う杉並プロデュースのお化け屋敷についての打ち合わせだ。
Ah, that's right, we're having the haunted house.
なんだ、そのすっかり忘れてましたみたいな顔は。
Well,
どうせすっかり忘れてたんでしょう。でしょうね。
sorry. To be honest, I was planning to ditch that day, so I wasn't thinking too much about it. Anyway, I sat in my set as Anzu and Mayu ridiculed me. Seat, you missed out the A.
まあいい。
It's just like you missed out the E, and then Tsukunami comes in and he's like, well, that's okay.
本来ならば、俺が独断と偏見に基づき決定したコンセプトでことを運びたいところだが、付属でのクリパはこれで最後だ。一応皆の意見も聞いておいてやろうと思ってな。先生と委員長に許可をもらった次第だ。
っていうか、みんなの意見を聞くのは当然でしょうが。
とまあ、このような圧力を受けてしまったわけだ。おかげで計画は振り出しだ。
どこが圧力よ。いいから始めなさい。
まあ、そうせくなよ、委員長。せいてはことを仕損じるというではないか。
ああ、イライラする。こんなことなら私が仕切ればよかったわ。
では始めるぞ。一口にお化け屋敷といってもいろいろなコンセプトがあると思うのだが、意見のある者はいるか。
Akane raised her hand joyfully.
花咲か。発言を許可する。
お化け屋敷といえばカップル、クリスマスといえばカップル。お化け屋敷はカップル限定がロマンチックだと思います。
What's romantic about going into a haunted house? And why is there always couples?
あかね、いいこと言う。
I guess a haunted house and couples go together. Well, when you really think about the kind of, horror element to it, it's like, okay, in movies, horror movies, they go into a haunted house, abandoned house and all that. Couples go in. Usually, if a couple decides, for some reason, it's like, you know what? This whole creepy atmosphere, this just like spooky and just decaying crap all around, and then decide to have sex. And you know what happens when you have sex in a horror movie? It's like, oh, just like there will be no sex here. Well, actually there will be, but I'll kill you after it when you've clearly, you've got no chance of like actually fighting back at that point because you're just like you're out of it.
わかりやすいコンセプトだ。だが、それだと客が限定されて売り上げに響くのではないか。
Another thing about couples in horror movies in general is they almost always have one of the couples, like either of the two just one of them will die. It always happens. It doesn't matter about like the whole sex thing. Like usually if a character has sex in a horror movie, they're dead. They're fucked. Literally. In more ways than one. Because you just know once they do that, that character is going to be killed off eventually. probably by the time the scene ends. But if it's just like one of those couples that doesn't really have that scene in the movie, one of them's gonna die anyway, because it's just like, no, romance can go to hell, boom. So it's really just like, how romantic. Just go into this haunted house and just like, only one survivor out of it, just like, what the hell happened in there? Tsukunami took the whole thing a bit too seriously. I don't know. Oh, it was an impressive response for Tsukunami. I wasn't even paying attention.
そうね。誰でも気軽に参加できるという感じじゃないと入ってもらえなくなってしまうかもしれないわ。
Moreover, the class president agreed with what Tsukunami said. Was it snowing in hell?
それを言われると辛い。
That's... It's like when people say things like, it's cold as hell, things like that. It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's got nothing to do with it, but it just made me randomly think of that, because, like, just like, is it snowing in hell? Some people say, oh man, it's cold as hell after you have something like that. It could be snowing in hell if that's the case, but it makes no sense.
じゃあこうすればいいじゃん。発言は挙手にて受け付ける。はーい。板橋。基本的に女子は入場自由。野郎が入りたい場合は同伴のみってことにしね。そんないいアイデアだろ。なるほど。板橋にしてはまともな発言だ。
渡るくん頭いい。
当然。
何言ってるの。どうせお化けの格好で女生徒に抱きつこうとか考えてるから女子の入場が多い方がいいだけでしょ。
I'm impressed, class president. You caught on well. Well, I mean, he's very vocal about that side of himself. I mean, who wouldn't kind of catch on that's what he's all wants to do that for? What Tara was saying surprise in the dark before.
そんなことはない。
本当に？
本当だって。たとえそういう事態になったとしてもそれは不慮の事故であって演出過剰による結果論というか。
But Taro cleared his throat as he noticed everyone in the class looking at him suspiciously.
いや、野郎の集団が入場してきてお化け役が逆にノックアウトとかされちゃたまんねえしな。
But Taro spoke at a fast pace to dodge the question. Oh, I remember reading something about, like, people that kind of work at, you know, those haunted houses, like the one they're doing pretty much, and how there's always the risk that someone will punch you and things like that, because it's quite a risky thing, really. I mean, your job is to scare the shit out of people, and, you know, people can react in various ways to being scared. They can be like, ah! And just, like, kind of jump back, or they'd be like, whoa! Punch! Instinctively, you just be like, kind of risky. Taro spoke at a fast pace to dodge the question. I'm not sure what the title of the video was. I remember a video I saw on YouTube ages ago. Like, some guy just, like, jumps out of a bin or something like that. Someone just like, ah! And he just gets punched right in the face. Just like, well, that backfired. I imagine the situation what Taro was talking about. Indeed, that's not something anyone wishes for. It was a good idea from Wataru, though, to think more about the girls who would actually get scared. Besides, guys could show off their manliness to girls if they came as couples, or they could, you know, be the opposite, and you just hear them be like, ah!
動機は不純だが、提案自体はそんなに悪くないな。
Tsukunami looked around.
板橋の意見に賛成の者は挙手してくれ。
私も賛成。
I raised my hand too. I noticed Anzu quietly raising her hand too.
はいはいはい。
Wataru, of course, raised his hand too. The class president wasn't raising her hand on principle, but more than half of the class agreed. This must be decided.
どうやら過半数の賛成が得られたようだな。
いちいち私に聞かないでよ。過半数の賛成が得られたならそれでいいじゃない。
It was like Suganami to intentionally ask class president who didn't care. Well, agree.
では次の議題だ。お化け屋敷のスタイルだが、自走式の乗り物に乗って巡るライド方式を考えている。
どこにそんな予算があるっていうの？単なる学園のパーティーなのよ。
The class president nearly snapped as she retorted.
こんな感じの二人乗りのライドだぞ。かっこいいだろう。
Suganami pulled out the design and structural diagram for a cool, horrific ride. I could hear the class oohing and eyeing in admiration.
本当にかっこいい。優越みたい。
Well, there's Suganami's future job, designing things like this.
本格的だな。
かっこいいのはわかるけど、それどうするの？
大丈夫だ。あとは皆が捺印してくれれば自動的にローンが組まれるようになっている。20年もあれば返せるだろう。
I think it was a mistake to let him to take care of things.
却下よ却下。断じて却下よ。
The class president went up and tore up his drawing.
巨額のポケットマネーを注ぎ込んだデザイン画が。
杉並、もっと真面目にやりなさいよね。
まあそれはコピーだからいくら破っても構わんのだがな。
Class president, you shouldn't deal with Suganami that seriously.
クラスの同意が得られなかったようなので残念だがお化け屋敷は通常のウォークスルータイプにしたいと思う。
Whoops, wrong button.
最初からそのつもりだったくせに。
Yeah, I've been playing Digimon World Dawn a lot lately and just just press the A button by freaking instinct there.
さてそれはどうか。
疲れる。どうしてこんなに疲れるのかしら。
The meeting went on at Suganami's
で
pace.
はこちらの図を見てくれ。
Suganami put a paper with illustrations on the blackboard as if nothing happened.
狭い教室を広く感じさせるためこのような迷路状の通路を作りたいと思っている。パーテーションは簡易的に。
Although he veered off topic a few times, Suganami carried on quite smoothly. Sounds a lot like me then, except I wouldn't say a few times, I'd say a number of times. This is just an ordinary haunted house, though. Or is he plotting something else? I can supply soundtrack, just like have eerie kind of sounds, you're like. Then I could maybe use my keyboard, my guitar for extra sound effects. I don't know. Into the hallway. The day is finally over. Well, with that, why not? Yeah. Actually, out with time. Yeah, screw it, why not? Yeah, call it a party here. But first, let me play you an awful chord. I think I'm pretty sure I did this in the Hatsune Miku Project Diva FLP, and I'm pretty sure that part's been uploaded now, but here it is if you've not heard it, or if you have heard it. This would be the terrible kind of chord you'd hear upon entering the haunted house. I don't know. That was just stupid. Well, anyways, though, for reals, see you next time. Viewers, see you next time.